Hello everyone, this is just a dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this NARWAL Freo Z Ultra Robot Vacuum Cleaner. We're going to see how well it picks up these muddy paw prints off the floor. But first, let's talk about the robot and its base station, and then we'll watch it clean. So here we have the base station. It does have a control panel here on the top you can touch, and it's got different things you can control it with. You can start and stop. Here we have a clean water tank that you're going to fill up with clean water. And here's the dirty water tank. Once in a while, you will have to clean out that dirty water tank and empty it out. Okay, let's take a look inside here. There's the dust bag. So the base station is going to empty out everything that the robot picks up into this dust bag. You'll have to change that out once in a while. It does have a solution bottle. Now the solution bottle is used for cleaning the mop pads. And it can also ionize the water. That's what this little window is here for. We'll watch that. Now the robot does not have an onboard water tank. It's going to use the clean water and the solution to wash the mop pads. So the theory behind this has spinning mop pads that are going to go capture the dirt off the floor. These mop pads are a little bit thicker. It's going to capture that dirt, take it back to the base station. The base station will wash these mop pads, and then it can go mop it some more in your house. At the end of the job, it washes them and dries them with hot air. It also washes them with hot water. So here's where it's going to auto empty the dust bin out of the robot. It's got a platform here that washes the mop pads and dries them, and then it's also going to charge them back there. Now once in a while you will have to take this tray out and clean it. But you can see there's where the robot spins the mop pads to do the cleaning, but it's going to put the water down here and then suck it out when it's done. Okay, so it can raise and lower these mop pads. It does have a carpet sensor, so when it senses carpet, it raises the mop pad. Here's the mop pads. Again, these are just on Velcro. Once in a while you will have to replace these, and it is a good idea to once in a while put these in your laundry and clean them. It kind of refreshes them. They're just held on with a magnet. Now it cannot move the brush pads either way. It's got two side brushes here. Here's the brush roller. Now it can lift this up and down. And also there's it's called the zero tangle single brush. In theory, the long hairs are going to get wrapped on here, but then go down here and come off the end and get sucked into the waste bin there. Then here's where everything auto empties out the bottom. We do have fall off sensors so it doesn't fall off stairs. Now this robot does have LiDAR navigation. There is something spinning underneath there that does a really good job of mapping your house and also helps with obstacle avoidance. There also is a camera on the front. This can take pictures of the obstacles, and it does help with obstacles that are low to the ground. There's also a bumper on it. This is for cleaning baseboards. So you can take, these are just on with Velcro. When it's up against the edge, it's cleaning your baseboard. So over here, I've got some really long hairs on this carpet. We're going to see how it cleans this carpet. I've even got some dirt in the corner. We'll see how it does there also. So the NARWAL has a really good app. It does a good job of mapping your house. It can auto sense there's where the carpet is. You can clean by room, clean the entire house. We're going to do a clean by room. We're going to do just the kitchen. I can do vacuum and mop, vacuum then mop. Or I can do the Freo where it figures everything out, or I can figure it out myself. Turn that off. Let's go vacuum and mop, turn that off. I can do 1, 2, 3 times, normal, strong, or super powerful for suction and water level and coverage. But I'll go back and do the Freo mind. Okay, we're simply going to hit start.
Freo Smart Vacuum and Mop started.
So the first thing it's going to do, it's going to wash its mop pads. That gets them wet and ready to go. Oh, the first thing it does is dust collection. It's auto emptying the dust bag inside the robot. Now some robots do that at the end of the job. The NARWAL does that at the beginning of the next job. So it's a little different. It auto empties, so this may clean this entire room, but it's not going to auto empty when it's done. It's going to wait until the next time it cleans to auto empty. Now here's the electrolyzed water. You can see little bubbles going up. And again, it's using that clean water and some detergent and the electrolyzed water to wash the mop pads and get them wet. Yeah, there's the little bubbles coming up. Now in the app, it's going to be very important how long you let the mop work before it goes back and washes the mop. You know, if you have a really big room, you don't want to do a really big room and then go back and wash. You can do it on a time basis, like every 10, 20 minutes, but it will use more water if you've got it on a lower time. So after it mops for 10 minutes, wherever it's at, it'll come back here and wash the mop and then go back out there and try to capture that dirt and take it back to the base station. Now the base station does have an auto detector. So say when the robot, which we're hoping to see that today, is when it mops up that muddy mess, it's going to capture it in the mop pad. When it comes back to the base station and washes those mop pads, when it's sucking that dirty water up into the dirty water tank, there's a sensor, and that sensor will sense if that water's dirtier than normal. If it is, it will tell the robot, hey, wherever you just came from is dirty. Go remop it. And that's exactly what the robot will do on its own.
And disinfection.
Now there's this dust bag drying and disinfecting. Inside there is a dust bag, which I will show you, that it dries and it blows some air in it to help keep it dry. So here we have it's mopping the floor. Again, the robot's not able to spray water down, but the mop pads are really wet. And you can adjust that wetness level in the app. So there it is, smearing it a little bit, but it's going to capture that dirt and take it back to the base station. Now it's not going to vacuum that carpet until the very end. It knows there's carpet there from whenever it mapped my house, and whenever it has cleaned it a couple times, it knows exactly where that carpet is. It's going to do all the mopping first and then come back to that. So there's the obstacle avoidance. That's a cable that's low to the ground. It is recognizing that cable and avoiding it. And it will take a picture of that cable also. Yep, it's doing a good job. And again, it's going to avoid that carpet, go around it. There it is in the corner. It does leave a little bit in the corner. Now again, in the app, I can see in real world where it is in real time. There's that cord that I just showed you, and it took a picture of that cord. It says cable, and it avoided it. I also took a picture of my shoe, and it says shoe. There's the picture of the shoe. All right, there it's going over the mud. Now it is able to detect if there's a muddy floor. And I think that's just what it did right now. Now it did smear that mud a little bit, but we're going to get a remopping event where it's going to come back and remop this area. Okay, it's traveling back to wash the mop. Does a good job of docking.
Mopping started again.
Okay, it just said dirt found and remopping started again. So we're getting a remopping event. So now it's going to be mopping only. There's that baseboard cleaner. And again, it's mopping only. And in the app, it says repeated mopping on dirt residue. High dirt level detected, remopping. And again, it's not going to do the carpet till the very end. Now I do like when the NARWAL does a remopping, it does go around and do the entire corners also. And again, it's not spinning the side brush because it's mopping only. So it's going to go around and mop the entire perimeter first, and then it's going to come back and hopefully get the rest of this mud. All right, it's remopping that area. Now sometimes it might not come back and get this area because I might have been, I think I was standing there at one time, and sometimes that LiDAR, when you're standing around it, it just tries to avoid an area that it picked up, thinking something was there. So now it's done mopping, it's coming back to wash the mop again. Okay, looks like it's gonna do another mopping event. So it's doing the second repeated mopping because there was still dirt on the floor. Okay, looks like it almost got the rest of that mud. Okay, it's all done. Coming back to the base station to wash the mop pads again. Okay, looks like it's having a little trouble docking this time. Now this robot costs $1,600. I did buy it with my own money. There is a $200 off coupon right now. You know, I'm a little on the fence about this. Just because I've been sitting here watching my Roborox clean this room for the last 3 hours, and NARWAL is different. It will not get that paw print, and I don't know why. I think if it had better coverage, and it won't get super close to a carpet, like it stays really far away. I know it's going to come back and vacuum, you know, and look, I mean, it doesn't get the corners. I mean, it did a good job of mopping but I've always been concerned about the coverage, because I've always felt like its pattern is too random. Like a Roborock will go straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. This one is, I can't figure its pattern out. And you can see the miss. And again, maybe it was because I was standing there. I mean, I've stood around Roborocks, and they've got LiDAR, and they sometimes will sense me and go away, but then they'll like, oh, it's not there anymore. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. It does use a lot of water now. Again, on the fence, is this a good thing because of how well it's cleaning your floor? But I think you will find I find myself emptying this dirty water tank a lot. Now it does have you can adapt this to hook into your household plumbing. It's extra, and I don't know how to do it yet, but I will be doing that someday. And I think I will buy it for this one because this is probably a good vacuum and mop. Just, it does use a lot of water because it kind of has to. In theory, the Roborocks don't use that much water, but it seems like they do just as good a job cleaning. But this one does not have an onboard water tank. Yep, there it is. Dirty water tank's full. I've gotten that code a lot. Yep. I mean, look. I mean, see why I'm on the fence? Because look, it's doing a good job. And I know I can adjust. That's another thing with the NARWALs. I can adjust. There's so much adjustments. We got to talk about that. It does smell good, at least. Okay. It is smart. It does resume the task when you just put everything back together. That is nice. Now the features. When I set this up, there's like an hour-long video going through all the settings on here. And in my opinion, there's too many settings. Maybe I don't quite understand them because they're just so much different than Roborock and that, but I've got a whole video where it goes through all the settings, and I think the default was to avoid carpet because mine would not vacuum carpet. I was doing a live stream and somebody had to tell me how to fix that. It was not very apparent. It's not in the settings. It's in the map. I mean, maybe that's okay. It's just different. I'm not used to it. You can also adjust the downward force. How much downward force. I did change this to, in the map, you can tell it that this is tile. And if you put tile, it puts more downward pressure on the mop pads. But if you tell it it's wood, it doesn't, about half as much downward pressure. Now here in a little bit, we're gonna do a really big test over here on carpet. Fake dog poop, cable. I think it's doing a third. It is. It's doing a third mop. Now, Roborock will do a once repeated mop, but not 3. Yeah, that's probably a setting that I don't know about either, but that's pretty incredible it'll do 3. Now, Narwhal has a big fan base, and people actually really do love these. I'm just not quite there yet, and that might be just from a lack of understanding, but I typically want a robot to, I don't want to do a lot of thinking about it. I want it to just kind of work. Yeah, and here's the pattern again, and maybe because I was standing there, I don't know. Its pattern is wonky. Now, this is the Freo Z. My sister-in-law, I did have the Freo X, and I did give it to my sister-in-law, and she loves it. She just says once in a while it won't dock, which I did see that in my videos. So it's still continuing to have that problem, but I have not had the problem with the Z. I've had the problem where it doesn't find, or where it redocks, but never where where it's just sitting out in front of it. And we've been over to her house a couple times. One thing I do notice when I'm over there, it's how quiet it is. It'll be mopping her kitchen, and I'm like, that thing is so quiet. And I got to show you the dust. This dustbin is weird. Again, not weird, different. I need to stop saying that, but it's different than, they're not following everybody else's lead on robot vacuum cleaners. They are definitely doing their own thing with robots. Yeah, it's still missing this area. Maybe yeah, I don't know. I just can't figure it out. If you know, leave it in the comments down below. I don't know why it would miss that area. 3 times in a row. It's almost like I can see it tilted up in the back from that downward pressure. It might be an illusion, but I know I have it set to tile and it's got the most downward pressure, but it almost seems tilted. Like it's like pushing down so much that it's lifting the robot up. Again, it might just be me. Yeah, it's done. It missed it. Out. It ran it over going back. Yeah, this is just something new. It's called pre-dries the waste. It blows air onto the waste. The dirt, the dry waste, because it knows it's going to pick up some water in that. So I get that. It says it washes the mop pads at different temperatures. I don't know why. Maybe that's, they explain it there, but I can't test that. And here's something that says it can find water on the floor, like a spilt coffee, and it can go over it again. Yeah, there's that dust bin. I'll show you. They want you to throw this thing away once in a while. It's an insert. Okay, hopefully it's not going to do a 4th time. Carpet cleaning. All right. I was nervous going, all right, we got to get some carpet cleaning going. Again, I think the default in the app is it will avoid carpet. And I don't like that. So, again, I've got some really long hairs. We're going to check it all out. Really long hairs over there. I don't think that baseboard cleaner thing works all that good. Ooh, there. Took in a bunch of big hairs. All right, it did vacuum them up, most of them. At least it is getting that area it left before. It just ain't gonna mop it. Did that muddy paw print go away? Did it eventually get it? I don't know. Now I'm all confused. I thought it was still there. So it must have got, there's a little bit of residue. I thought there was a big muddy paw print here. Maybe me walking over, I don't know. Strange things. So I think it's done. It does an okay job of that. I would like to see it vacuum that. I think the Roborock's do a little bit better job. Oh yeah, let's stop it. Or no. I'm gonna show you. This is the dustbin.
Dustbin or dust bag not in place.
Let's whoops. That's dirty. The anti-tangle is, yeah, I'd say it worked pretty good. Those were some really long hairs. Oh, they did get tangled up here though. I think this only goes one way. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the dust bag. So these are explanations you'll never get anywhere else. But they end up being super long videos. So let's open. So they want you, okay, it doesn't auto empty at the end of the job. It auto empties this stuff at the beginning of the next job. And at certain times it's going to blow air in here to dry it. And you're supposed to, they want you to throw this away after a while. Now, I don't necessarily quite understand that. I mean, it did a good job. It did get those big hairs, so it does a really good job with hair. But I guess there's a theory out there that, you know, obviously robots, if there is wetness on the floor, they are getting wet stuff in here, and this could get kind of moldy or something later. But I've never had a problem with dustbins that you can take apart and clean really good. I've just never had a problem with dustbins, other than you just need to clean them all the time. But that's not going to help. That's not going to change anything. And it does empty out the bottoms. Yeah.
Task resumed. Task completed.
Okay.
Mop drying started.
It's going to dry the mop. It's completely done. Now the drying of the mop pads is really quiet, and it does blow hot air on them. Okay, let's take a look at the history. Here's the map. Stain. I don't know if it's, oh, 4 levels. There was 4 levels of stains. Let's go back to this. Again, cleaning pattern was just off in my opinion. 4 auto sense 4 times, repeated mop residue, obstacle avoidance. So this, you know, it does give you lots of information. Oh, that's hilarious. You can hit replay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I've never seen a robot do that. This is so cool. Okay, everybody needs to do, okay, we need to, other robot manufacturers, you need to do that. That was pretty cool. I've never seen that on any other ones. But I love that. I gotta play around with that some more. And they do give you lots of information, cleaning area, cleaning time, you know, lots. All right, let's do a zone. We want to vacuum only. Let's click. We want the Freo mine to do it. No, let's do 2 times, and I can change let's go strong, meticulous. Start cleaning.
Zone cleaning started.
Okay, we should get an auto empty event.
Collection started. .71, not the quietest, but not the loudest. Start dust bag drying and disinfection.
There's that dust bag drying. I guess it's blowing air. Well, of course it's blowing air in the dust bag. It's vacuuming. Is that what they're talking about? So much to learn on this one. All right, we got to keep an eye. It's already picked up that dog poop. That's pretty incredible. It even says poop. Let's go to super powerful. $76, $77. So it's doing a pretty good job of navigating. Some chords, we'll see how it does with the chords. Okay, did a good job. Sometimes the pictures come and go. I'm not sure. Maybe it's my internet, but the poop picture went away. Again, the pattern seems a little off, but we'll see. It's going around it. I think it's avoiding it. That's good. All right, did a good job, but that's excellent obstacle avoidance there. It avoided that fake dog poop and stayed well away from it. Excellent job. It's almost like it divides, like this is a big area, and it's almost like it divides the area up into little chunks. Because, you know, a Roborock and typical other ones would just go the entire length. But this one seems to divide the room up into little chunks. And maybe that's what's throwing me off with the pattern that it's cleaning by. It just seems to waste energy. Like, its pattern isn't smooth. Like, it makes extra moves than it needs to, I think. I don't know. It's just observation. I can't prove it, but it just seems that way. It's doing a pretty good job vacuuming. It's a pretty tough thing to vacuum. I think it recognized that dog poop. It's staying away from it so far. That's been really hard to recognize for Roborocks. And same with this cable. Alright, now it's doing this small section. Okay, maybe I'm starting to understand it better. Flick some of the stuff around. I mean, most people aren't going to watch their robot clean their house, so, you know, with most of the time, even with me, after I'm done with these reviews, I typically just tell, hey, start cleaning my house. I walk away, go home, you know, go upstairs or something. So we're not going to watch. You know, when we come back downstairs, does it feel like my room is clean? Yes. Does it feel like it's done a good job mopping my floors? Yes. I think it's going to avoid that one too, yeah. It's definitely decided to stay away from that. So far so good on the obstacle avoidance, because that other one over there is low to the ground, which is hard to recognize. I think it's going to get this cable. Ooh, got really close. Come on. Oh. I think it recognized it. Yeah, good job. Okay, that's some really good obstacle avoidance. Wow. That might be the best I've seen yet. If I could just understand how it works better. Again, it's got a big fan base. I almost don't review narwhals, but every time I review one, the videos do extremely well, and like it's, you know, I hope I'm being helpful, even though I don't know them the best. But I've learned a lot. So I'm hoping people, if I'm missing something, and I'll do a separate video if I'm missing something, which I did. I showed people I did a video on how to fix if your Narwhal Freo Z is not vacuuming carpet. I did a really simple video and showed people how to fix that in the map. And that's all from a viewer telling me how to do it. So I feel like we're just part of a team learning how to do these. I try to learn them as much as I can. But the Narwhal has just been so much. But I think people that have had them for a while and use them every single day thoroughly understand them. It didn't like that hairball. It's been dragging that around, but that's pretty tough. All right, let's pause it.
Task paused. Dust bin or dust bag not
Wow.
in place. Please check.
Okay, it's doing an excellent job. Hair wrap. I don't like to see that. I've not seen that before on one. None on the brush roller. Okay. All right, that's good. Because they're claiming zero tangle brush roller. How can you claim zero tangle? But so far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. There was some hair that's just not picking up. But again, this is a pretty big torture test for this. But you know, when you're spending a lot of money, you want them to do. You want them to work. Yeah, the pictures went away. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Then they come back. Glitch. I touched the screen. Oh, and they go away. So it recognized pet poop. Both pet poops. I want to see this cable. It went away. Come here. It didn't take a picture of it, but it recognized it. Maybe it did. It's just my internet's slow. I don't know. There's my shoe again. Yeah, they go away. I don't know. Could be my internet. It's not the fastest. Now be sure and stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my new Vacuum Robots studio. It's in town where I've got super fast internet. We're going to be doing live streams from it. It's going to be a couple months yet. A lot of work to go on. It's an old chiropractor's office, but be sure and wait till the end. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the work that's going on there. I'm all in on robots. I mean, I think I enjoy them, and it's fun. And I think robots are the future. Especially the ones, see all these have tanks. I think the future is you hook them to your water system, which I will buy the water system for this Narwhal. I'm very curious how that works. Because hooking into plumbing is tricky. I mean, that's, you know, it's not, you just can't go randomly put things on plumbing. There's all kinds of rules and regulations you got to follow with traps and sewer gas and all that. So I'm pretty anxious. And I've even got some thoughts of my own thoughts on how to do things, because I got some ideas about different things. Because there are there's little water evacuation pumps for like air conditioning units and stuff that when the drain's far away, it just goes into a little box and then it pumps into the drain far away. So maybe we could do something like that with these. I don't know. I'm going to play around though. Because if I could get away from filling the water tank and the dirty water, emptying the dirty water tank, that would be amazing. Okay, here's the cleaning pattern again. Yeah, it's dividing the room up into chunks. Now I want to check something. So again, I may not know this. Leave it in the comments down below, but I think when it pulls out of the docking station and says it's drying the dust bag, I think it's drying that dust bag. You know, that's a little warm. Maybe I feel air coming through there. I don't know. I think I read somewhere where it dries the dust bag, maybe. I don't know. I can definitely hear a fan. Is it down here? Oh, it did turn off. Let me know if you know in the comments. Okay, I thought it was going to run it over. I told it to go back to the dock, and it started taking off really fast, and I'm like, is it going to run over that poop? Nope, it didn't. See, they do give you an extra one of those bins. You're supposed to replace these every so often. Okay, that looks like the pictures are starting to come back now.
Recall completed.
I told it to end early. Yeah, now the pictures went away again. It's always wanting me to add furniture. I don't know. I don't know about that yet. Let's go to history. Paused. I didn't pause it. Yeah. Sometimes. There, I had to close the app and come back out of it. A little glitchy sometimes, but anyway, there's the poop. Everything we saw earlier. The cable, let's check the cable. Yep, it took a picture of the cable. That's really, really good. Obstacle avoidance. Now let's go to history. I didn't pause it. Things I did. 5 obstacles detected. Now I do have a setup video where I do go through all the settings. I think I got most of them right. There might have been a few I got wrong. It does have this camera. You can turn the camera on, and you can tell the robot there. So you can have it go around your house and videotape, and you can speak to it through it. So that's a pretty nice feature. That's an advanced feature. Now some of these under the, and this is a glitch too. I clicked on the little icon for the, I can't get out of it. Like, it won't let me get out, go back to the map. So anyway, we'll talk about it. Dust bag, base station dust collection, dust bag drying, disinfecting.
Start dust bag drying and disinfection.
Oh, I guess those are buttons. So I told.
Dust collection will start soon.
Wow, that sounded like it picked up a lot of stuff. Oh, it noticed that I took the dust bag out, so hit no.
Start dust bag drying and disinfection.
I can wash the mop, start mop drying. Drying base station dust bag. Yeah, it's definitely blowing hot air in the dust bag. I'm just not used to that. That's me. And the health index, I just don't quite understand it. It doesn't have, yeah. Okay, let's give it the score. 92, A-. Things I dinged it on, setup and start. I thought when I did my video, it's not intuitive as far as the setup. So I dinged one there. Mopping, I missed a little bit on the muddy paw prints, but you know, maybe it did extraordinarily good because it did remop 3 times. It's a little hard to tell there. Mopping and vacuuming, it does okay. It's not super loud. It doesn't do a good job around rugs. I think it leaves too much space, and then it doesn't do a good job mopping around them. Self-cleaning is good. I deducted a little bit. I deducted some on this maintenance. Maintenance is easy on it, but expensive. NARWAL seems to have some of the most expensive part, like the brush roller and the bags and stuff. So I deducted, you know, that price point, $1,600. It is on sale right now for $1,400. So that price point, I'm okay with. It's definitely, you know, even if I took a few more points off, it's definitely going to be an A. It's not the best. I mean, maybe it is the best if I just knew it better. I mean, I just want these things, you know, NARWAL's just different, and I don't understand them completely. I know they have a huge following. I just need to maybe do a little bit more research. But typically I learn from doing, and so I learn from actually using this robot, and it's just been a little harder to learn than others. You know, this thing's very capable, but they give you this, look at that sheet for using this up here. And one thing is, this thing it has fell on me a few times. Like when you open it, it doesn't stay open sometimes. do think it looks good. It comes in 2 different colors. I think there's like a dark gray that looks really nice. Again, I bought that with my own money. Would I spend $1,600 on it? Probably not. Would I spend $1,400 on it? Yeah, I think I would. That's a great price point. Again, I'm a little on the fence about not having an internal water tank. I don't know this, but I'm thinking narwhal is just very sensitive to like mold or something. Maybe they think internally that if there's a water tank inside, it might get moldy or something. I've never experienced that. And that may be something I need to do in the future. Is I do have quite a few robots that have had water in them, but I think it's getting recycled enough. I don't know. They seem very worried about, like, they're drying the dust bag. They're wanting you to throw away the dustbin. They're using electrolyzed water. They're kind of very conscious of what things. I've never seen any problems that maybe they're trying to avoid. I've never seen a dust bag that was moldy or anything. I've never seen a dustbin that had growth in it, because most of the dustbins that are inside the robot, you can take to the sink and completely clean them. And again, I'm just scratching the surface with these. I'm not an engineer. I don't know exactly what goes into it. They do seem to do a pretty good job of telling people that what they're doing, and they kind of give generalities of why they're doing it. I mean, look at all of that. Look at everything they list. All of those things are like individual things. I did turn off where it rotates the robot to try to mop better. This intrigues me. So adaptive hot water mopping. How does it know what it picked up? How does it know if it's got oil, powder? It says the sensors detect the type of dirt on the mop head and adjust the water temperature. Wow. I don't know how it can detect the type of dirt. That must be some sensor. I thought it just detected that it was dirty. Pre-dries waste. Electrolyzed water. I've never seen that on a robot. I've seen that on mopping. I've seen that. Oh no, Eufy has it, I'm sorry, on the S1 Pro. Yeah, there's that sensor. Sensor monitors dirt levels in the dustbin. Tangle free, yeah, it did a pretty good job. Carpet Master. Or no, 3D cleaning, Carpet Master. It says it avoids long pile carpet. So what I need to do, I need to take this upstairs and I need to reset it. I need to like pretend like I'm taking it out of the box for the very first time, map my house, and just start using it. I think that's the majority of the people. A lot of people are not going to go into all the settings that you see inside that I did a video on. Now, maybe they should, but I think most people rely on the basic, the default settings. They're like, take it out. They know to map your house. They divide the map up and everything. But I don't know that they dive into all the different settings with it. And I need to do that upstairs. Take this upstairs, use it full time, reset it, and just see exactly, because maybe I messed things up in the settings by getting into, and looking at all the settings. I don't think I did. So again, I do really appreciate everybody's support. I just took the sharks out of the way, but I have the brand new Shark Never Touch. This is these are not the same. They don't cost the same as the ones we're seeing. This is the other Never Touch. I'll be doing a comparison, but these are really nice also at a different price point. And I just finished up doing the Curve, Roborock Curve, and the Slim. I mean, these are pretty awesome. There's the Curve. I mean, I think they're trying to compete with Narwal as far as looks. I mean, it does look pretty cool. Again, lots of robot vacuum cleaners. That's a great one for mopping. See, when I think of like this Eufy S1, its app is simple to use. Like, I enjoy it. It's not a bunch of, it's just not a lot going on. It just works. Roborock is a little bit more complicated, but again, thing I get with it is it's spinning map and I got to uninstall it and reinstall it. That's its own little issue. Dream, I've never really had any problems other than the little icons for obstacles. It will put like 100 of them on there. It's hard to see the map sometimes with all the obstacles that it finds. Roborock Q Revo Pro, Roborock Q Revo Master, Roborock S8 Max V, Dream L10S. I got the Dream L40 that looks like that coming. I've got the Dream X40 upstairs cleaning my house right now. Here's the Eureka J20. It's okay. It's not a bad. I'm still in the middle of testing. It's been cleaning the basement quite a few times. Here's the Eufy X10 Pro Omni. I look for them to make a new one. That's been a huge seller. Great price point, around 600 bucks. Not as many features, but a great price point. Another Roborock Q Revo, Dream X30. Ecovacs, kind of staying away from them now. Got the Dyson. This is their new floor mop. It's pretty cool. And the Dream L20. It's good, but big and loud. So again, I really want to thank everybody for your support. I do use affiliate links, either from Walmart, Amazon, or Shark Ninja. If you click on the links in my videos, the products won't cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from that sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. I love what I do. I love buying these products with my own money and giving you my honest opinion. Now, once in a while, I may have a product sent to me for free. I will disclose that. I will let you know when a company sends that product to me for free, but 98% of the time, it's going to be buying it with my own money, giving you my completely honest review. And so if there is also another way of helping support my channel, justadadcoffee.com. When I first started out, I reviewed so many coffee makers that I thought I would brand my own flavor of coffee, and I did. It's Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. It's kind of like a medium to dark roast. It's brewed in the K-cup form, ground coffee, or whole bean. I think it tastes really good. I brew mine hot or ice. This is what I drink, and I think it tastes really good. So I really would appreciate everybody's support with that. And this plaque I got right here, 100,000 subscribers, would not be possible without the viewers and everybody liking and subscribing. So I really do appreciate this. This was an amazing day that happened about a year ago. I'm quickly approaching 170,000. So thank you, everybody. This is all because of you. I hope I'm helping you. And that's the whole reason behind my videos, is helping people. So there's a couple ways to communicate with me. I do have my own Just a Dad Videos group page where you can join. I do free giveaways there. Now, typically sometimes it may not be very big products. Those can be super expensive to ship, but we try to give away as much as we can on this. And I kind of post behind the scenes of how things are going and maybe what future videos are. But if you've got questions, this is a really good avenue to reach me. I do try to look at it about 2 or 3 times a week. I also have an Instagram page. Now, that's my son, Shelton Automotive Group. He has his own auto dealership, but you can check out my Instagram. I do kind of behind the scenes. There's a lot of Miss Fiona and different things. So we have a lot of fun over on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, and I'm starting to do more condensed videos on TikTok. They can't be super long, and TikTok has its own TikTok shop. I'm just getting my feet wet in that. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, Just a Dad Videos. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. So I got some exciting news. I bought this old chiropractor building in my hometown, and we're going to be building a robot vacuum cleaner studio. Let's just take a quick peek here where it's under construction. I think it's going to take another month or so. But man, I'm being super excited. We put a wall in here, and this is where all of the robots are going to be. There's going to be a studio here. I'll have some soundproof ceiling in, some lights, but this is going to be super exciting. I can't wait. This is going to give me so much more room to deal with all of the robot vacuum cleaners. Over here, we're going to put a sink. We're going to put a sink so I can empty everything out. And I got a little bit more patching to do. Back here is going to be some storage rooms. So we'll have some storage back here that we can do. But man, am I excited. This is awesome. So I want to thank everybody. None of this would be possible without you. I'll keep you up to date. So this area right here, this was an old sink. So this is where I'm going to be putting, I don't know what I'm going to put here. It'll be a sink of some sort, but I want it to be open so that I can connect to that plumbing. That's a drain line and a water line. I want to put those, I'm going to get the Dream X40 Ultra, the one that it fills itself and empties itself out. I think Roborock has one too. So I think that's the future. That's why I'm excited about the studio. It has plumbing in some areas that I can connect to and show you exactly how to do that in the future. And there's also a place. There was a little sink right here also. So I got water lines. I put a plug in so that we can plug our robot in, and there can be a little cubby hole for it. So wow. And I need help with what type of flooring to install. I'm going to put some carpet in here. I'm also going to put some hardwood floor. I think I'm going to put like a light gray, and then I need probably a darker color so that we can see how it cleans different things. I probably won't put marble or anything. I probably should, but it's just super expensive. So anyway, if you got any ideas on flooring, let me know, because this is going to be a studio that we can do testing in, and it's going to be everyday testing. So if there's some kind of flooring that's the most popular or a color that you like, I'll put about 3 or 4 different flooring materials in here. That way you'll get to see it on various ones. So super excited about this. It's kind of a small building, but man, this is going to be awesome. We got a little kitchen we're going to do right here. We're going to put a sink right here. There was a water fountain right here. So we're going to put another robot here. This will clean the entire place. So very, very excited. This is going to be a big room. This is this was an x-ray room right here. We took out an x-ray machine. It was super heavy. Had to do some repair work. This was the developer room. So this was an old chiropractor office. He had developer tanks. It was a dark room where he developed the x-rays. So it was really we had to do lots and lots of cleaning out. This was kind of the waiting room. There's a window here. We're going to keep this. This was the receptionist area and all that. So yeah, looking forward to this. So thanks everybody. This is coming soon. 2025 for sure. And Miss Fiona loves to play in the leaves. You love being outside, don't you?